Hello girls, hello guys. I'm back. Now we are going to fix a little bit the code, the style of our code, because I don't know if you realize, but when I was trying to format my code in the other video, and I add this pie here because I have a shortcut to use prettier, but prettier is not configured here. But before we configure prettier is a tool to format your code automatically. We can probably Google it, like prettier JS. Then it's a way to format your code. Then you don't need to care about it. You just put some settings and you're ready to go. But before that, I don't want to use JSX, and Meteor by default uses JSX here, but it's not a big deal. But I just want to remove JSX. I want to use JS. I also don't need these files. Then I'm just going to delete these files. Okay, I don't need this. Okay, let's make sure our code is still working. It's loading. I can open in another tab. Meteor uses this proxy internally here to serve your project. My project is still offline. Oh, this is the wrong part. Uh-oh, it's not working. Okay, I still didn't delete the components. That's also a cool tip that I can provide here right now. Do you see that when I click here, I open on WebStorm in the exact line? Like I can close this, and if I do this again, it opens exactly in the line of the error. Then it's a nice extension, IntelliJ open from console. I don't remember. I used this for a long time. Oh, it's not this. Let me see. Oh, JetBrains ID support maybe. I'll put the link in the video description, then you can check later. But that's the idea, like you can click in the console here and then you can go to a specific line. And this saves a lot of time, of course. Then let's remove this and it should be working now. Refreshing, yeah, it's working. Now I'm ready to add prettier, and I'm just doing this because if I was using JSX and JS, I need to use like a different configuration on prettier. Then I'm fixing this before adding prettier. And as I said, like I have many packages in my company, the Quav company, and I also have the eslint config package. That is, I'm not just using prettier, I'm going to use prettier to format my code, and also eslint to give me some tips and to get some problems in my code. Then I'm just going to follow here. Like I'm using, usually I'm using yarn, and if you want to use yarn with Meteor, you can just do like Meteor npm install -g to install globally yarn, and then Meteor is going to use always the same version of yarn. And then you can just do yarn add, it's many less d as well, I don't remember. Let's see. Okay, no yarn lock found. It's important to commit your yarn lock, then everybody in the same project is using the same lock files. And I'm going to also delete the package lock because I'm not using npm to install my dependencies. And then the next step is just to tell my project that I want to use the Quav configurations. Then I can jump ahead in the package JSON, and then I can just go here and add this configuration. Okay, and then I also need to have this special file. If you know a better way that you don't need to put this special file here, but I don't know a better way, then I put this special file here with these special settings. Then we can load our prettier setup as well. I'm not sure if this is required. Maybe there is a better way. If there is a better way, please tell me. Okay, and this is just, okay, now my project understand that these are the linked rules that I want to use, but I also want to have some guarantees. Like I don't want to commit the code if the code is not following these rules. Then we can install Husk and also linked stage to have these checks. And here is if you are just using JS. If you are using JS and JSX, you just need to change a little bit to have JSX here as well. Otherwise, you're going to ignore your JSX files. Then I'm also going to include this here. And again, like this is not the video to explain everything. I'm going to explain in another videos specifically to these topics. But the idea here is every commit will need to run this first. And then lint stage is going to do this. Then it's going to apply my eslint rules and also apply prettier. And okay, and I can have some utility scripts here. Usually I have this, like I can just paste on my script sections here. Oh, sorry, I duplicated the scripts. Then I just have this in my script session. Then sometimes I don't want to commit to check if everything is working. Like right now, this project, we didn't add Git yet. Then I need to use these utilities to check if everything is working as expected. And I'm forcing here to not have console logs because I have a package to do consoles, then I don't to do logs, then I don't want to use console. Then I also have this rule. It's just a warning here if you want to use this package. But you also can customize your rules. You can put exceptions here, like you can put like rules, and you can turn it off, turn it on, some rules. Okay, let's see if this is working, because now we should have these utilities running, and let's see, maybe we have already some errors. And that's good also about Yarn, that you don't need to use run all the time. Oh, we got here, oh, the test is ignoring meter, because you should have like import meter from meter. But actually, I don't want to have this test. I'm going to do tests in another way later using jest. Then I'm just going to drop this test. And I also know that these tests are being referenced here in my main endpoints. Then I'm also going to remove this. Okay, let me run again. Okay, it's working because I deleted the only file that was producing errors. But if you want to make sure that your config is working, as I said, I'm not allowing the code to have consoles. Then let's put this console here and let's see. Yeah, we have the problem. Then if you never use eslint, I'm going to have a video specifically about this, but it's pretty important to have it, because then you can have, it's not making sure your code is working as you expected, but it's making sure like some dumb mistakes are not made. And also my shortcut is still failing. Then probably my WebStorm didn't see that I now have a prettier configuration. Then I can just go here and choose prettier. It should be automatically. Maybe if I restart WebStorm, it would catch up, but I don't know why it's not. I can also say like, oh, when I save the file, you can apply fear for me. If I format the file, I also want prettier, because I don't want like the IDE format in a way and pretty format in another way. And now I can use my shortcut, and that's also something that I use a lot. I have a lot of custom key maps here. You can see this blue. It's because I customize a lot of shortcuts here, and I'm trying to teach you along the way. But this one is just like use prettier. I use option P. I am on Mac, by the way. And that's it. I think we are ready for this video. It's a little bit longer for just a simple video. Then I'm going to wrap up. And I also have like some quav check that's also going to do basically the same, but also with prettier. Then I'm going to run this always with Yarn, sorry, just to apply prettier to all my files. Oh, okay, my prettier, I don't know why it's trying to access my meteor local. It should not. And then we can, because meteor local is just a place where meteor put the local files. It's like not your code. Then you can have like prettier ignore dot meteor. I don't want prettier to touch my meteor files. Then that should be enough. Okay, now I'm ready. Maybe I should add this to this readme, right? We can do this later. Okay, thank you. See you in the next one. We are going to add Git and show how we are going to use Git here. And that's it. Bye-bye.